President Trump routinely name-dropped the state of Pennsylvania during the final presidential debate. Of course, trying to appeal to those voters in that election battleground state who could ultimately decide if he wins over Scranton native Joe Biden. Take a look.
Basically, what he's saying is he is going to destroy the oil industry. Will you remember that, Texas? Will you remember that, Pennsylvania, Oklahoma?
Vice President Biden, let me give you 10 seconds to respond,
Ohio.
and then I have to.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about that moment. Joining us to discuss is Representative Guy Reschenthaler of Pennsylvania. He knows the state well. You know, it was front and center during last night's debate. How do you think the two candidates did?
Well, first off, thanks for having me on. I always appreciate it and have a good time. As far as Pennsylvania coming up in the debate, it came up for a reason. It's because even though Pennsylvania is the home state of Joe Biden, it's going to be the home of another 20 electoral votes for Donald Trump. And President Trump knows if he wins Pennsylvania, if he wins Florida, it's over. The road to victory for Biden in that case would be very, very narrow. But there's a lot of reasons why President Trump is focused on Pennsylvania. And it's because Joe Biden is out of step with the average Pennsylvanian. The fact that he wants to do away with the entire oil industry, which is what he said last night, the fact that he has made repeated statements that he wants to ban fracking or transition out of fracking, which is in essence the same as banning it, that's not going to play well in Pennsylvania.
We've got that soundbite. I want to play it just because, again, this is what people tuning into the presidential debate heard last night about where Joe Biden stands on fracking.
I've never said I oppose fracking.
You said it on tape.
I did. Show the tape. Put it on your website.
I'll put it on.
Put it on the website. The fact of the matter is he's flat lying.
Okay, Congressman, he says it there.
Yes.
He claims he's not going to ban it, but we have heard him say it on tape that he would be in favor of doing so. I mean, really, where are Pennsylvanians standing? What do they want to believe here? Do they know what they can believe?
Well, two quick points, Emma. First off, the Pennsylvania voter is way too smart for this. Joe Biden has been caught on camera numerous times saying that he wants to ban fracking. And when you see him then try to walk that back on the debate stage, he still goes back to his original position. He says, well, I don't want to ban fracking, but I want to phase it out over a period of years. Well, as soon as you say you're going to phase out natural gas, then what happens? No one invests in more cracker plants. No one signs more leases with landowners. No one drills more gas sites. So in essence, and the Pennsylvania voter knows this, if you say you want to phase out oil and gas, in essence, that's a ban. And then you notice that he says, well, he wants to ban it on federal lands. He doesn't want to expand it. So he tiptoes around the position. That's not going to play well, especially in southwestern Pennsylvania. Now, the reason why Joe Biden was on the ropes last night, and you saw this absolutely clearly with the oil and gas and the petroleum issues, is because he's trying to ride two horses. He's trying to make sure that he's far enough left to satisfy the Democrat Party, which is wildly left, that actually wants to ban fossil fuels and fracking. But he's also trying not to scare away swing and moderate voters. That's an almost impossible task. And the brilliance of the fact that there were 2 minutes uninterrupted for every segment last night put Biden in that hard position of having to try to ride two horses. Again, very hard to do, and he absolutely failed at it.
Okay, got about 30 seconds left. Just your top takeaways, again, on what came up during the topics. Maybe some things came up that weren't a specific topic for the debate. How do you think the candidates did?
I think President Trump won last night, and three key points on that. President Trump did a great job breaking Biden apart with the far left base and the moderates, especially on oil and gas. He did a great job exposing Joe Biden's atrocious record on criminal justice reform. And finally, pivoting to issues of character. I think it was dangerous for Joe Biden to take the stances he did because this scandal is going to come out. And as more facts arise, Joe Biden will look even worse. And then painting Joe Biden as an inept and ineffective politician, because every time Biden said he wanted to do something, of course, the retort was, you had 8 years to do it and you didn't accomplish it. So President Trump had a masterful debate last night, and Joe Biden looked powerless, weak, and not up for the job.
All right, Congressman Guy Reschenthaler weighing in this morning. Congressman, thanks so much. We appreciate it. Take care.
Thank you, Emma.